do something 10 times worse and spoil everything for Louis. Don't go soft.
At the moment, I'm watching Malcolm in the Middle. Has anyone watched that? I watched it all the time. These boys. Oh my God, they so much remind me of when my kids were younger. I've got 3 sons. I've got 28 sons actually, but I've got 3 sons I actually gave birth to. And there's a year between them, but they're in their 40s now. Oh my gosh, I'm old. But when I watch this, I laugh so much. Some of the things that are on this programme, my kids, I just laugh so much. And I was talking to my middle son yesterday, who he had kids late in life because, sadly, he's been with his wife for 24 years, and almost 25 years now, since they were teenagers. And they was together for 7 years before she fell pregnant, and they had a little girl, Emma Debonair. And she passed away from hospital infections, which is a long story, which I'll tell you all about one day. And then they went years of IVF and never had babies, and they gave up on IVF. And 2 years after giving up on IVF, they had a baby. She fell pregnant naturally, and they had a little boy. And then a year later, they had a little girl. And then a year later, they had a little boy. And then a year later, they had a little boy. But sadly, he passed away. That was almost 2 years ago now. And she fell pregnant again. And they've had a little girl, and her name is Evie. And she's 3 months old now. She was born in March, April, May, June. Yeah, March. And I spoke to him yesterday, and Evie has had chest infection problems, bronchiolitis. My youngest son suffered from that. He ended up in hospital for a week with that when he was same age, actually, 3 months old. And anyway, I spoke to my son yesterday. He said, Jai's at the doctor's at the moment with the baby, and the other kids were at home. And I spoke to them on the phone. They're funny. And James, their eldest boy, he's 6 years old on the 20th of this month, a couple of days' time. He said, Danny, are you coming to see us? I said, yeah, of course I am. And then you got Harper. Oh, my Harper. Oh, my God, she controls those boys, believe me. She's so vicious. And then you got Harrison, and he's only 3. And he gets on the phone to me, he says, Nanny, when are you coming to see us? So, and then I got my son on the phone. He said, oh, Mum. He said, these lot, he said, they're terrible. They're jumping off the sofa and hurting themselves and throwing toys at each other and hurting themselves. And Harper hit Harrison with a dolly, and the finger from the dolly caught him in the face. And he's telling me all these different things. And I'm laughing. And I said to him, Jim, James his name is, but I call him Jim. Jim, do you know what? I went through all that with you lot, and I was working full-time, had a business, was trying to buy a house. Oh, my God. They terrorised the au pair. They terrorised the childminders. He said, Mum, when you coming to visit us? So, sorry, it's my lungs. So, before I can go anywhere, I've got to sort out my van. So, I'm painting it tonight. For those that follow me, you can see that I put all the music equipment together today. I'm painting all the wood and everything that I need to. Oh, it's all a long story. I'll video it all. And what I will say to all of you, if you've got little kids, we are all told, having kids is lovely. I can tell you now, it's a fucking nightmare. Oh my God, the nightmare I went through bringing up kids. But as much as you think it's never going to end, it will. It will. And there will be a time when you've got grandkids and you'll be listening to your own kids and all the things that you said to them, they'll be repeating it to their kids. Like, for instance, I used to say to my kids when they used to say to me, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And I used to say to him, well, I want lots of things. So when I get a big house and a swimming pool, you can have everything else. And for all of you that are out there that think that you're never going to have a relationship with your kids, you will. You will. With boys, the teenage years, oh my God, they go on until they're in their late 20s. But they do come to an end. And there does come a time when... There honestly does come a time in their lives, especially if they've got children of their own, when they turn around and say, do you know what, Mum? Yeah, all that we went through with you telling us off, because I did tell him off. Yeah. My mum used to say that to me. My mum used to say that to me. I miss my mum. I never had a proper relationship with my mum. And now that she's passed away, I remember lots of things that she said to me. You know, when your mum says to you, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and do, and you think, oh, shut up, Mum, you silly old cow. And now I think to myself, she was right, I was wrong. I love this Malcolm in the Middle. I absolutely love it. So, and another thing I want to say to everyone, I've only just become a YouTube person. I'm not really an internet person. And you know what? You've rescued me, and I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Because you've inspired me, and I really appreciate that. So, love yourselves as much as I love you, and believe me, I love you. Bye-bye.